In the heart of New York City, where skyscrapers pierced the clouds like jealous lovers staking their claim, Anastasia Steele, honor to those who dared get close, found herself trapped in a marriage of convenience to the billionaire CEO Christian Grey. Their union was a calculated merger between two powerful families, but the spark between them had fizzled into a cold, distant routine. Christian, the obsessive alpha male with his dark romance aura, ruled his empire from a gleaming penthouse overlooking Central Park, where luxury dripped from every corner. Cartier watches on the nightstand, Van Cleef necklaces forgotten in drawers, and a private jet always fueled and ready on a whim. Yet in their shared life, emotions were as buttoned up as Christian's custom suits, tightly to the top, leaving no room for vulnerability. The parents from both sides couldn't stand the chill anymore. They convened endless family meetings in opulent Italian villas during weekend getaways, demanding the couple nurture their bond and become the envy of high society. A grumpy sunshine duo turned into the ultimate enemies to lovers story. Anna had heard it all before, her heart armored against the pleas, but Christian, the possessive husband with his mafia boss-like intensity, took it to heart. Fresh from sealing a deal at his downtown headquarters, he texted her anything she wanted, he'd provide. She was busy, replying offhandedly that she had no desires for bags or jewels. But Christian, ever the dominant force, pressed on, insisting he could satisfy her every whim. Revenge on a rival, a yacht cruise, whatever it took. Teasingly, while petting her new puppy, a fluffy little thing her best friend had dropped off to cure Anna's boredom, she mentioned he should come home wearing a collar. The message hung in the air like a challenge. Christian's response lagged, then a video call popped up. His face filled the screen, restrained fury brewing in his eyes. Anna, focused on the pup scampering away, assured him she wasn't joking. The little guy needed training. Christian's fist clenched off camera, his voice a low growl of endurance. He paused, then spat out that she'd picked the wrong man for such games. He wasn't into that submissive play. Hurt flashed in Anna's eyes. Why promise anything if he couldn't deliver? Fine, she'd find someone else. That night, in their sprawling penthouse with floor-to-ceiling windows reflecting the city's jealous glow, Christian pinned her hands above her head, his eyes red with possession. Besides me, no one else gets to be your dog, baby girl. The words echoed like a vow in their forced marriage, turning the air thick with tension. He was mine to ruin, she thought, but the jealousy simmered, pregnant with unspoken revenge. The next day unfolded in a haze of misunderstandings. Anna had ordered a collar via delivery, snapping photos of the exquisite piece for her social circle, captioning it about becoming a dog owner. Forgetting to block Christian, she deleted it swiftly, shielding it from prying eyes, especially her mother's, who might swoop in on a private jet and claim the pup as too much hassle. The mansion was vast enough to hide the secret. Christian, the grumpy billionaire CEO, might never notice amid his luxury lifestyle of Maybach drives and boardroom battles. But tires screeched in the courtyard, leather shoes echoing like a punishment march. Anna's eyelid twitched as Christian loomed in the doorway, scanning the room like an obsessive alpha male on a hunt. He demanded to know where he was, the one who'd run off without accountability. Anna, baffled, explained the pup had scampered away momentarily. Christian's veins bulged, his breath ragged. How dare this coward abandon her? The conversation twisted into absurdity. Anna defending a dog's responsibility, Christian seething with age gap protectiveness, his dominant side flaring. She turned to dry her hair after a bath, ruined by the pup's excitement, urine soaking her clothes. Christian followed, fists tight, urging her not to see it again. He'd overlook everything if she stopped. Anna snapped back. Why interfere in such trivia? In the mirror, his gaze locked on hers, a compromise slipping out. He was wrong to refuse her earlier. If she insisted, he could play along, but not with others. The shift stunned her. This possessive husband, who'd treated her like a distant ally in their marriage of convenience, now begged. Anger boiled over. Anna accused him of overstepping, threatening divorce since their enemies to lovers facade lacked real emotion. Before the words fully escaped, Christian slammed her against the wall in a fierce kiss, breath hot and urgent. Time blurred as he pulled back, eyes crimson. Divorce? Dream on. You're mine. Every breath you take belongs to me. No one else would claim her. Not in this touch her and die world he'd built around their air potential life. Panting, he apologized for the rush, his thumb grazing her lip. If she must keep the dog, fine, but keep it away and forget separation. He retreated, leaving Anna's mind swirling in the red room of their master suite, where silk sheets whispered of hidden punishments. Sorting her thoughts in bed, Anna realized Christian's outburst screamed unspoken affection. Over 2 years, he'd respected her space, remembered anniversaries with lavish gifts from private jets to penthouse surprises. Could this mafia boss-like man, with his obsessive alpha male vibes, actually love her? Biting her nail, she pondered, then checked the puppy cam, only to accidentally flip to the hallway feed. There, Christian slumped against the wall post-exit, hand over his eyes, stifled sobs escaping. Her heart clenched. Her barbs about the dog, the divorce threat, all landed as betrayal over another man. Guilt propelled her to his room, slippers silent on marble floors. The door unlocked, a night light glowing softly. Sneaking behind, she glimpsed his swollen eyes, proof of pain. Scratching her head, she apologized. The divorce talk was heat of the moment, sparked by his dog disdain. Christian tensed, staring like she'd grown horns. To ease him, she flipped him flat, climbing atop to show sincerity in her eyes. I've apologized, don't cry anymore, okay? He gritted out for her to get off, but she ignored, planting a kiss on his palm when he shielded her from the sudden light. Facing him, Anna noted his flushed ears and puffy lids. He averted his face, denying tears. It was a movie. She pulled up the footage. He snatched her phone, insisting she'd misseen. Comforting him, she vowed no more loose divorce talk. Disappointment flickered in his eyes. Was her comfort pity? No, she clarified. She hated seeing him hurt. His breath hitched. Why care? Because she lacked twisted hobbies, though secretly, his vulnerability was sexy, her gaze drifting to his partially unbuttoned pajamas revealing taut abs. Cheeks burning, she shook off the thoughts, announcing bedtime. But before leaving, the dog issue nagged. Mentioning it, Christian burrowed under covers. She poked. He feigned sleep. Tugging the blanket, he suddenly yanked her in, wrapping them together. Sleep. Nestled close, she tried again. It's a real pup, the barking kind. He pretended slumber, holding tighter. His warmth lulled her to sleep, but midnight chills woke her. Groping for him, she found emptiness. Mumbling his name, he returned seconds later, guiding her hand to his neck, cool metal there. His lips brushed her ear. I can be your dog too. Don't seek others, good girl. Itchy breaths on her skin, she buried her face in his chest, murmuring agreement. Morning found her in his arms, unchanged pose suggesting sleepless vigil. Staring at his neck, she asked about accessories, like a collar. He played dumb, then teased if she craved seeing him wear one. Denying, she hopped up to check her little dog, boasting new collars. Christian clutched sheets, internal war raging, then relented. He'd joined to vet it. Anna feigned reluctance. Last night he'd banned it from sight. But since suspecting his feelings, teasing this grumpy sunshine man felt guilt-free. Why hadn't the possessive husband confessed? He dressed meticulously, crisp shirt tie, while she pondered confessing the pup's home location. Nah, his reaction would be priceless. An hour later, ready in a skirt he'd gifted. Yellow for the dog's vision, perfect for photos. Christian eyed it approvingly, then soured. Dressing up for him? Anna shot back. His styled look screamed showdown. Hand in hand, they descended. She halted at her room. It's here. Stunned, he accused hiding him at home. Pushing open, dog toys and bowls scattered proof. But his face darkened. Turning, Anna spotted a stranger inside, pup missing. Christian stormed in, sizing up the man with a sneer. Looks like a deceiver. The guy extended a hand, engaged, ring gleaming. Christian frowned deeper, grilling him. Anna tugged. She didn't know him. The man eyed them oddly. Then the housekeeper entered with the pup. Doctors here for the checkup. Revelation hit. The stranger was the vet, called for the pup's upset stomach. Christian's expression twisted into awkward relief. Anna glared. He squeezed her hand apologetically, tipping the dock double. Exiting, Christian scooped her up, racing upstairs. She bit his shoulder in fury down. He ignored, apologizing for the mix-up. Her video obsessions with puppies and wolves misled him. Thought him pure? Ha! He'd prepped to call her himself. Anna sulked. He chuckled, thrilled she preferred no one else. She denied liking him. He nuzzled noses plenty of time to win her. Flash, his tears stemmed from fearing rivals. And the frenzy? Yes, jealousy over imagined milk pups. Pinching his cheeks, she demanded why like her? Admitted. 2 years unspoken? She'd claimed loving another, tall, handsome, Maloof-built. Anna blanked. He analyzed, not him. Pre-marriage, she couldn't know his physique. Truth she'd fabricated to dodge the wedding, basing it on his profile to humble him. But meeting, his face captivated her. She agreed sans trial. If only she'd known his prude side. No shirtless temptations. So his defenses? Fearing her crush. Yet as billionaire CEO, why no forced marriage dominance? No abs-flaunting revenge? He smirked. She'd craved his body. True, but his restraint aimed for true love, not superficial. Long-term vision. What about decades later? Sweet, but now? He'd changed. Anything to seduce. She blushed, stripped then. Last night was hazy. Guiding her hands to buttons, he kissed deeply. Atmosphere igniting in their red room. In delirium. He slipped her a cool metal item. Want to see me collared? Put it on yourself, little wife. Face flaming, she did. He kissed again. Do as you wish, owner. The forbidden alpha male's fire meant she woke sore next afternoon, nearly missing a gala. Christian pecked her lips repeatedly. Skip it? Glancing at his bare torso. No, out, or she'd bedbound days. He grinned, handing a trace-concealing gown. Hooking fingers. Wife, I need clothes. She tossed a matching shirt. He ditched his hidden one slyly. An hour later, she emerged ready. He lounged, buttons undone. Smiling sweetly. Go shirtless? Announced divorce to dodge scandal. His ploy. She unbuttoned last night. Rebut now. Tempted by lines, she complied swiftly, averting eyes amid his scattered kisses. Final button. He hugged her waist, praising her skill. From prude to insatiable possessive husband overnight. Hating exposure days ago, now craving stripping. She succumbed to a quick peck, slapping his hand apart. He grabbed her, coat in tow, but she halted. Wait. Dragging upstairs, she fetched a black turtleneck, best dowry for men, bought to ogle him but chickened out. Fibbing it was a gift, he swapped swiftly, no questions. Checked marks hidden. At the gala, amid crystal chandeliers and elite whispers, they bumped a college acquaintance. The guy greeted warmly. Christian eyed him warily, introducing as husband with tail-wagging pride. Shock married? Congrats. Chat flowed, old stories from dorms to group trips. Christian's mood soured. Slyly, he tugged his collar low, exposing marks. Sorry, hot. The guy's smile faltered, spotting hickeys. Undeterred, talk continued, until Christian interjected. Wife, the kid, Mrs. Mom. Anna's eyes widened. Kid? He deadpanned. Their pup, treated as heir. Nodding, the guy agreed. Excusing themselves, they fled in the Maybach. In the car, Anna teased. Pup approved the kid label? Christian pulled her close. Mrs. Dad too. Home, she beelined to the pup's room. Feeding playing. He whined. Wife, the kid's dad misses you. Ignoring, he snatched the toy, tossing it. Pup chased. Collar low in heat, marks visible. She accused. You knew. He admitted. Mirrors exist, but if confessed, no buttoning, no hug, no kiss. Schemer. 2 years hidden, kissing her forehead wrong, henceforth direct. Henceforth arrived instantly, hoisting her onto a cabinet. Wife, want a kiss? She pecked. He deepened, grinding lips. Neck tiring, she leaned back. He cradled, prolonging. Eventually bedbound, he guided her, stripping the turtleneck. Panting. Wife, I want more. Shushing his explicitness, he grinned. Fine, actions speak. The night blurred into car shake hints, bathroom plays, red ropes teasing skin without exposure. Punishment sweet and dominant, her submissive yields echoing in their luxury haven. She's mine. Every inch of her body, every gasp she makes, belongs to me alone. Touch her and die. And so their forced marriage bloomed into a dark romance, The billionaire CEO's obsessive hold turning jealousy into passion, pregnant with promises of heirs and endless luxury aboard yachts and jets, forever enemies to lovers in their penthouse paradise.